The Charleston Riverdogs are back-to-back champions after claiming their second consecutive Carolina League championship in Lynchburg on Tuesday night. Today, I talk one-on-one with Charleston Riverdogs president Dave Echols for this edition of Quintin's Close-Ups. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel and like Quintin's Close-Ups on Facebook. Dave Echols, welcome back to Quintin's Close-Ups.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Quintin. It's been a little while. Great to see you.
Yeah, great to see you on some great news because the Charleston Riverdogs are back-to-back champions. As you know, the Riverdogs claimed their second consecutive Carolina League championship after defeating the Lynchburg Hillcats 6-2 on Tuesday night. Where are you emotionally?
Well, I'm still pretty high. I can tell you that. It was a great time. A few of us were able to get up to Lynchburg, Virginia, to watch that championship game, and the team, as they've been doing all year, just steady and excelling when they needed to. So it was a lot of fun to be there and celebrate with the team and show them how much we appreciated their effort all summer long. So it's a lot of fun. We hadn't won in a really long time, and now back to back. It's a great feeling.
Yeah, absolutely. So how was this game a clean sweep?
Well, Major League Baseball changed the season format a little bit this year. Last year, coming out of COVID, they just had the two teams with the best record play against each other for one round. And this year they decided to change it up, and they split our season into halves, and the two halves played each other and then in each division. So that made two rounds. So we had an extra round of games this year, and to be able to sweep both rounds and come away with the championship trophy was pretty exciting. A testament to the team. It was on record, it was the best team Charleston's ever had. So we're really excited to be able to say that and say we won the championship. That's a good thing.
Yes, sir. And I know, and you speaking of that, how many innings was the game actually scoreless?
Well, it was a pitcher's duel that last game for probably 4 or 5 innings until we were able to break through with I think a home run in the 4th or the 5th, and our starter then just held them in check all the way through the 6th. So I liked our chances the way he was throwing early, and it was a fun atmosphere. Lynchburg did a great job putting the game on, and it was fun to be there and cheer the guys on.
Absolutely. So, who was the most impactful player during the game?
Ooh, that's a tough question because we had our pitcher through. I think he had him on a one-hitter through 6 innings. The relief team came in and shut the door on him for 3 innings. So the pitching has to be considered an MVP candidate. Our starting shortstop hit a home run in the 4th or 5th to kind of get everybody relaxed and get back to normal. So he kind of broke the spell and got everybody playing loose. So he's a candidate. Our first baseman went 4 for 4 with 3 doubles. So he's got to be a candidate. I mean, it was, when you keep talking like that, you just sit back and say it was a team effort, just like all season long. So everybody contributed. We had great defense, great pitching, and our offense was timely. And if you can check all 3 of those boxes, you're going to win the game.
Absolutely. And how was outfielder that is Shane Saki able to open with a single?
Well, he did great, and again, he's a table setter in baseball. He gets on base early. He's fast. He's quick. He steals bases, and he puts pressure on the defense. And when you do that, the pitchers tend to throw fastballs and throw them around the plate. And when you do that, you put the bat on the ball, and Shane is scoring. And he's been doing that all season. There's easily 4 or 5 guys on this roster. If you give us a few years, you're going to see him playing in the major leagues, and we think Shane's going to be one of them.
Oh, absolutely. And speaking of which, what was pitcher J.J. Goss's approach to holding the Hillcats hitless for at least 5 innings, I believe?
Yeah, I saw his interview with the radio or TV station afterwards, and he said he just felt loose on the mound and just his sinker was working, and that sets up his off-speed, sets up his fastball, makes it pop and makes it seem a little quicker. So I think he just got to give credit to Blake and the coaching staff. They kept everybody loose. JJ went up there. I mean, that's a pretty pressure situation when you're trying to pitch for the championship, and he was loose and just letting it fly, and that was fun to watch.
And I know during the game, there was, as you mentioned, pressure. What actually during the game shortened the Riverdogs' lead?
Well, I think JJ has really only gone 5 or 6 innings every time he started this year, and he was pitching so well that the team didn't want him to come out. He didn't want to come out, and so they put him back out in the 7th, and he got a little tired, and he I think he gave up a home run after a single, so they closed the gap, from 4-0 to 4-2, something along those lines. And we were able to get back a couple runs there at the end to give us a little wider cushion. But really, I just think JJ did such a phenomenal job, and he just, as you do, you ran out of gas, and we handed it off to the bullpen, who didn't shut him down. So it was a great effort all around.
And how then Mr. Goss pitched a career high of 6.2 innings?
Well, again, I think he was able to keep his pitch count somewhat low, and when you're able to have the team play good defense behind you, you just get into a groove, and when you get into a groove, you don't want to come out. And so I think he was feeling it and just told coaches, "Hey, I've still got it." And unfortunately, he just got a little tired, but it was a great effort.
Absolutely. So now we're heading into 2023, and I know that you all just released your schedule for the next year. What teams do you all play that stands out in your mind right now?
Well, at our level of baseball, the teams change over every year, so there's not a rivalry with the players playing against one another because they're different every year. But we do have, from a front office standpoint and just proximity, geography, there's rivalries. Certainly Myrtle Beach was a really good team this year, and we beat them in the playoffs, and we open up with them next year. So that'll be exciting, and we played them a lot. So that'll be a rivalry right there. Columbia right up the road, and Augusta, North Augusta, right around the corner from us. So those three teams we always have a lot of fun and want to play well against, so we can have bragging rights in the state. So I'd say we're probably focused on those three, but I think they have us playing 8 or 9 of the 12 teams. So it'll be a good mixture.
Yes, and I was just up at Seagull Park just a couple of weeks ago for the first time. Nice baseball stadium out there in Columbia.
Yeah, it sure is, and they're doing a great job in that market. But it's fun to be able to tell Columbia, Charleston's king right now, baby. 2 years ago.
Oh, absolutely. And speaking of which, as you know, this is the place where minor league sports dominate now.
Yeah, that was a great article. We knew that was coming out, but when they notified us a few weeks ago, that was really exciting for the staff, and to be considered a part of that and have a reason for that being that award being given. And it just proved. It's a growing, as I said in the quote, it's a growing community. Really is growing fast every day.
Yeah.
We're still a mid-market from a sports perspective, and to have 3 successful, long-tenured professional teams in the market, it's a challenge, but it's also a testament to how professional and how well each organization is really run. And so kudos to the Stingrays and the Battery for their longevity and the success they're having, and we're certainly happy we're still here.
Absolutely. So what challenges do you all have, obviously ahead as a mid-market size sports town?
Well, if you base it off of that article, the challenge is the 2 other professional teams in the Riverdogs, we're all marketing in the same bubble. We're knocking on the same doors. And so we're trying to show how we're different from the Stingrays or the Battery experience to try to entice fans to come out and to have the sponsorship level involvement that we're looking for. And then they're doing the same thing. And again, it's still a small market when you sit back and analyze it. So that's certainly a big challenge. A positive challenge, though, is the community is growing. And so as we continue to grow leaps and bounds, that's just opportunity for new fans to get them accustomed to coming downtown and checking us out at the Joe. And we feel we've got a great venue, a great location, and a great atmosphere. So if we can get you once, we think we'll get you again.
Oh, yeah, and I saw the big crowds out there Saturday, so that was so exciting to see as well.
Yeah, it sure was. The playoff crowds were fantastic, and that just really thank the community for showing their support and getting behind the team. And when you have an excitable crowd like that is really into the game, that helps get the team fired up. It helps them get through the pace of the game, and just really they want to bring one home for the home team as well. So it was fun to see.
Oh, absolutely. Well, Dave Echols with the Charleston Riverdogs, thank you so much for your time. And again, welcome back to Quintin's Close-Ups.
Yeah, Quintin, thanks for having me.
Thank you.